Benavidez is going to catch it.
Down, backing up. Rogelio Medina. And behind to
They call him El Monstro for a reason. In a sport where legends are forged in blood and fire, one man strikes fear into the hearts of champions. While others talk, he destroys.
David Benavidez stepping up on the corner and maybe stop this one.
While others hide, he hunts.
And he really can do it all.
Yeah, taking his time.
And down the left arm. Got a stagger Lemieux. Connections on David Lemieux.
In the unforgiving world of boxing, where one punch can shatter dreams and rewrite destinies, David Benavidez stands alone, undefeated, unchallenged, and increasingly unavoidable.
He's ever been past 7 rounds.
The numbers tell a chilling story. 30 fights, 30 victories, 24 by knockout, capture the raw, devastating power that has made champions and contenders alike seek safer paths. They can't convey the primal fear that spreads through the super middleweight and now light heavyweight divisions when his name is mentioned.
Oh, big right by Benavidez. That's it.
Born into boxing royalty, Benavidez wasn't handed greatness. He seized it. While other children played, with toys, young David was already learning to throw jabs alongside his brother. By 15, when most teenagers worried about school dances, Benavidez was sparring with the likes of Gennady, GGG, Golovkin, and Kelly Pavlik, holding his own against men who had already written their names in boxing history.
But one fight. Coming back with a hard right hand, trouble again, trying to fight his way off the ropes. And a big right hand.
I don't know what his handlers are teaching him, but he needs to tuck that chin.
And down he goes.
The sacrifice began early. Dawn breaks over Phoenix, and while the city sleeps, a young Benavidez is already pounding the pavement. 6 miles every morning, not because someone tells him to, but because greatness demands it. This isn't just training. This is ritual, religion, obsession.
Yeah, if you can do it, you said throw more punches, keep throwing punches, but you gotta bring...
The same streets that raised him now witness his relentless pursuit of boxing immortality. His daily regimen would break most professional athletes. After his morning run, he returns home for a Spartan breakfast. 3 eggs and a tomato, no excess, no indulgence. Every calorie calculated, every nutrient measured. His body isn't just a weapon, it's a temple. Maintained with scientific precision. By midday, when others take lunch breaks, Benavidez is in the gym, transforming pain into power. 2 hours of technical work, perfecting combinations that flow like violent poetry, honing defensive movements that seem almost precognitive. His hands, wrapped and gloved, move with frightening speed for a man his size. The heavy bag swings wildly under his assault, a preview of what awaits his opponents. Evening brings no rest. As darkness falls, Benavidez enters his second training phase, strength and conditioning that would humble Olympic athletes. His neck, a target in boxing, receives special attention with dedicated strengthening exercises. His core, the source of his devastating power, is forged through grueling routines that leave training partners gasping. The discipline extends to his hydration, 2 gallons of water daily, flushing toxins, optimizing recovery. His dinner mirrors lunch, clean protein, minimal processing. Fish, vegetables, nothing that doesn't serve his singular purpose. This isn't a training camp. This is a lifestyle maintained year-round with monastic dedication. At just 20 years old, he shocked the world, becoming the youngest super middleweight champion in history. The boxing establishment wasn't ready. The record books weren't ready. But Benavidez was. His fighting style? Pure, calculated violence. Mike Tyson himself bestowed upon him the name, the Mexican Monster, a title earned through relentless pressure, blistering hand speed, and the kind of power that doesn't.
There's a left hook by Cobbs.
Just win fights but ends careers. When Benavidez connects, opponents don't just fall, they crumble. What separates Benavidez from other power punchers is his stamina, a direct result of his punishing training regimen. While others fade in later rounds, Benavidez maintains his terrifying output. 12 rounds of hell with no diminishing returns. His cardio isn't just impressive, it's otherworldly, allowing him to maintain pressure that breaks opponents mentally before he breaks them physically. The boxing world has witnessed his systematic dismantling of former champions and contenders. David Lemieux, a feared puncher, in his own right, lasted just 3 rounds before his corner mercifully threw in the towel. Ronald Ellis, tough and determined, was broken down over 11 brutal rounds. The pattern repeats with frightening consistency. Benavidez doesn't just beat opponents, he breaks them. His technical brilliance often gets overshadowed by his power, but coaches and boxing purists marvel at his ring IQ. The way he cuts off the ring, the subtle feints that create openings, the ability to adjust mid-fight, these are the hallmarks of a complete fighter. His jab isn't just a rangefinder, it's a weapon that has bloodied the faces of world-class opponents. The influence of his father and trainer, Jose Benavidez Sr., cannot be overstated. The elder Benavidez has crafted not just a champion, but a fighting machine with few vulnerabilities. Their relationship transcends the typical father-son dynamic. In the gym, they are scientist and experiment, artist and canvas, creator and creation. The results speak for themselves, yet for all his dominance, the biggest names in boxing have found reasons, excuses to look elsewhere. The politics of boxing have kept dream matchups from materializing, but the drumbeat grows louder with each devastating performance. You can only avoid a force of nature for so long. His sparring sessions have become the stuff of legend in boxing circles. Stories circulate of established champions leaving the gym shaken after rounds with Benavidez. His sparring partners often become believers, spreading the gospel of his power and skill. Different animal is a phrase commonly used, spoken with a mixture of respect and relief, that they only had to face him with headgear and larger gloves. The mental fortitude required to maintain his lifestyle year after year speaks to a champion's mindset. There are no off-seasons in the world of Benavidez, no moments of weakness. The focus remains laser-sharp, the goal unchanging. Greatness, legacy, immortality. In a sport filled with distractions and temptations, his discipline stands as remarkable as his in-ring achievements. Now, as he conquers new territory in the light heavyweight division, Benavidez carries with him not just his perfect record, but a mission. The mission of a fighter who was never given anything, who had to earn every opportunity, who had to become so undeniably dominant that his name could no longer be ignored. The move up in weight has only made him more dangerous. The extra pounds haven't slowed him, they've added to his already formidable power. His February 2025 victory over David Morrell Jr. by unanimous decision in Las Vegas proved that his skills translate perfectly to the higher weight class. 12 rounds of dominance, showcasing every weapon in his arsenal. His relationship with his brother Jose Benavidez Jr. adds another layer to his story. 2 brothers, both fighters, pushing each other to heights neither could reach alone. The competitive fire between siblings has forged 2 warriors, but it's David who has emerged as the more fearsome of the 2. Their bond remains unbreakable, a foundation upon which championships are built. The nickname El Bandera Roja, the red flag, serves as a warning to the boxing world. Like a matador's cape, it signals danger, drawing opponents into a trap from which few escape unscathed. The red represents not just his Mexican heritage, but the blood and sacrifice that paved the road to greatness. In a sport defined by its warriors, David El Monstro Benavidez may be the most fearsome of them all, the most avoided and the deadliest knockout machine in boxing today. His legacy is still being written, each fight adding another chapter to what may become one of boxing's most remarkable stories. The question isn't whether David Benavidez will become one of boxing's all-time greats. The question is, who will be brave enough to stand in his way? As the boxing world watches and waits, El Monstro continues his relentless pursuit, one punishing training session, one devastating knockout at a time. For those who dare to face him, a reckoning awaits. For those who avoid him, the whispers of cowardice grow louder. Either way, David Benavidez continues his march toward boxing immortality, undefeated, unstoppable, and increasingly unavoidable.